If you've ever watched one of those deep dive documentaries that drops the names, the fears, the chaos behind the scenes of power, then buckle up, because what follows reads like a thriller. But it's real. It's the world of corruption, political entanglement, and alleged crime in South Africa. And at the eye of the storm is one man, Lieutenant-General Mkhwanazi, KwaZulu-Natal's police commissioner.
On the 14th of May this year, 2025, the task team arrested Vusimuzi, who is also known as Cat Matlala, for an attempted murder ×3. I must highlight that this Mr. Vusimuzi Cat Matlala is an individual who was awarded a police contract of over 360 million rand in 2024. An analysis was conducted on electronic communication of this arrested person. This analysis reveals communication between the arrested Vusimuzi at Cat Matlala, Mr. Brown Mogotsi, an associate of the Minister of Police, as well as the Minister of Police, Senzo. On the 1st of January, the letter is issued on the 31st. On the 1st of January, 2025, Mr. Brown Mogotsi sends a WhatsApp to Vusimuzi Cat Matlala, and it reads as follows, I quote, "I have arranged a meeting for Sibiya and the Minister. They must have a solution." And it follows another message. "The task team that came to your house and harassed you have been dissolved."
He didn't just raise questions in July 2025. He pointed fingers. They say when you point one hand, 3 more are pointing back at you. He said the state's justice system is crumbling. He claimed proxies of criminal syndicates are operating from within. He named ministers, members of parliament, businessmen, senior police officers. And today we'll walk through the victims of General Mkhwanazi, those who, according to his testimony at the Madlanga Commission, were caught in the web of alleged interference, infiltration, and cover-ups. Now, just to keep it clean, these are allegations made in testimony. He claimed, allegedly, according to his testimony, nobody has been declared guilty in many cases yet, but the names are out there. The testimonies are live. The damage is being done. Senzo Mchunu, at the very top, according to Mkhwanazi, the Minister of Police didn't just mismanage. He allegedly disbanded the Provincial Political Killings Task Team, PKTT.
On the 31st of December, 2024, the Minister of Police, Mr. Senzo Mchunu, issues a letter to disband the Political Killings Task Team and to suspend the filling of vacancies within crime intelligence. In January, February, and April this year, the Deputy National Commissioner Crime Detection, Lieutenant-General Sibiya, issued written instructions withdrawing all these cases from the task team to his office.
A unit in KwaZulu-Natal that was investigating politically linked murders. He claimed the minister's decision was influenced by someone outside the system. He said 121 case dockets were transferred from the task team to national headquarters, where they sat inactive for months. He said the minister may have been too close to business figures who had access to law enforcement privileges. That's no small claim. A minister under suspicion means the rot might run deeper than we imagine.
You don't establish a task team but on a permanent basis. If you do, it's rare. It would be peculiar, but ordinarily, a task team has a date of starting, date of ending, pool resources, you pull people back to where they belong. So this particular task team was established as such, as a task team. And this task would be evaluated from time to time.
He remains suspended and under investigation. Vusimuzi Cat Matlala, businessman from Pretoria.
The Mr. Matlala, Cat Matlala, Vusimuzi Cat Matlala, is one fellow that has been enjoying too much privilege from the law enforcement. And the typical example is that one of, or at least few of his vehicles, not talking about the number, but it's a couple of them, 4 or 5, the number will be confirmed through the report. His personal vehicles were registered by the Deputy Chief of Police at Ekurhuleni, that is Major General Mkhwanazi. He facilitated the registration of these Mr. Matlala's vehicles under the municipality as if they are municipality official vehicles, utilizing the funds from the municipality of Ekurhuleni. So the vehicles then belong on record, when you test them on the system, they reflect as if they belong to municipality. It did not end there, commissioners. He took these vehicles and he caused the municipality to take the blue lights that belongs to municipality. The blue lights are supposed to be for the law enforcement vehicles within municipality, and he fitted those blue lights in these vehicles.
According to the testimony, Matlala had access to vehicles fitted with blue lights registered as belonging to a municipality but used privately. The claim: a senior official in the city of Ekurhuleni allegedly granted him those privileges. Mkhwanazi said these weren't small favors. They were state resources being used by a private individual, allegedly protected by the system. Matlala has been arrested and faces serious charges. The details are still playing out, but he is one of the key figures Mkhwanazi referenced as proof that criminals are operating inside the state. Brown Mogotsi, a businessman from the Northwest Province and alleged associate of the minister named above. Mkhwanazi produced screenshots of WhatsApp messages that he claimed came from Brown M.
I wanted to verify whether this so-called Brown Mogotsi, who then alleges that he was a Lusikisiki and the minister is aware of these allegations that he's talking about, because I did ask him specifically about this, what he's saying. In 28, the minister is briefed. He has just arrived in Lusikisiki. Now, I knew on that day there was that massacre, and the minister was visiting there at Lusikisiki. That's when I called the chief of staff to try and establish the identity of this person. I said, Chief of Staff, do you know this person? That's when the Chief of Staff confirmed to me that yes, he knows him, that he's close to the minister. So when I went to Parliament, I pulled it from there. I told parliamentarians, I said, the person who introduced anything about the prison was a person who's outside this police. And his name is so-and-so, and this is what he claims to be close to the minister. When I phoned the Chief of Staff to verify his identity, the Chief of Staff confirmed that, yes, indeed, the guy is close to the minister. But he's not working for the ministry. He's maybe a politician or somewhere from Northwest. So, but how will a person who's outside the department have in his position information from the police?
Messages containing internally held police documents, details of operations, hints of transfers and appointments. According to his evidence, Brown M had access to police intelligence that should have been behind locked doors. The implication: a civilian with political access, influencing and benefiting from the justice system structure. Brown M has denied wrongdoing. Investigations continue. Dianne Kohler-Barnard, a long-standing member of parliament.
That Ms. Kohler-Barnard, Honorable Kohler-Barnard,
should be politically correct in this house, that she was sworn in as a member of the Joint Standing Committee of Intelligence last year, or previous administration. I'm sure you know that. She was a member there. So she knows what crime intelligence does. So when she becomes aware of this thing from the newspaper, she has an obligation as a lawmaker to approach a relevant committee and say, question number one, how does News 24 get hold of this? That is a responsible lawmaker. How does News 24? You cannot spread crime simply because it's not started by you. If there's a porn movie, someone makes a porn of an underage child, and you receive it and you circulate it further, you are participating in a criminal offense. You cannot use that as an excuse that it was already in the media, so therefore I have a right to share it further. Beside the fact that she was a member of the Joint Standing Committee before it was dissolved. She was there. She's a member of this House of Parliament as an MP, have taken an oath. So having the knowledge of what is happening at the secret fund account and having a knowledge about her obligations as a member of Parliament, and later in the year, in June, she's been sworn in again at the Joint Standing Committee of Intelligence as a member there, but she still writes questions about things that does not concern the Portfolio Committee on Police. So I do not know with all what I presented if there's anything else evidential that I should give it to you that might be of satisfactory to prove that she broke the law.
Mkhwanazi said she allegedly interfered with crime intelligence operations, obtained or pressured for classified information, and broadcast it in ways that undermined investigations. He claimed her actions fueled attacks on intelligence structures and compromised ongoing cases. She rejected the allegations as defamatory. The Commission will decide how to handle these claims. Fadiel Adams, another member of Parliament. According to testimony, Adams allegedly accessed sensitive intelligence information, though he was not a vetted member of the committee responsible for such access. Mkhwanazi said he exposed state secrets, engaged in internal complaints that lacked substantive evidence, and created vulnerabilities in investigations of political killings. Adams has rebutted the claims, saying he was targeted for politics. The Commission must now determine which version is true. Shadrack Sibiya, the Deputy National Commissioner of Police, the Lieutenant-General, claims Sibiya allegedly authorized the transfer of 121 dockets away from the political killings task team in KwaZulu-Natal to national headquarters, effectively stalling major murder investigations. According to the testimony, this move crippled the unit's effectiveness. Sibiya is suspended. Internal disciplinary hearings are underway. Major General Mkhwanazi, Ekurhuleni official, yes, same surname, no known relation. According to the witness, this senior city official allegedly authorized vehicles with blue lights for Matlala, used stateside by private actors. The claim, municipal resources being used to justify criminal cover and influence. This name adds to the sense that the alleged infiltration was not just in national structures, but at municipal level too. Bheki, former Minister of Police.
General Cele calls me, he's a former minister, he calls me and he says the Premier of Gauteng have approached him to go and work in Gauteng to help him fight crime in Gauteng. Therefore, he needs General Khumalo, who is a district commissioner and ex-task force commander in KZN, to come and work with him in Gauteng. And I find it strange because I think he called 2 or 3 times. While I was in a meeting, I kept giving the phone to one brigadier who was with me in the meeting. And after that, I had a conversation with General Cele, and then he pleaded with me to release this general to come to Gauteng. And my surprise was, but when General Cele was in the police, he did not like the general. Khumalo. He didn't like him at all. So why now that he's out of the police, he trusts Khumalo to come and work with him in Gauteng? It was just strange. And I turned to my colleague, Jaron Hua, who was with me in a meeting. This was in Durban. Jaron Hua works at the head office from HR. So I turned to her and said, but I received a strange call here. General Cele is asking me to approach Khumalo, who's a district commissioner in Zululand, to come and work with him in Gauteng, meaning he must resign from the police and go and work in Gauteng with him for 5 years, then he will come back into the police, which was very odd. And General Hua was also confused. He said, but as far as I know, Cele didn't like Khumalo. And he made all of us at the head office to believe that Khumalo is a bad person. Why will he now suddenly want Khumalo to work with him? So it was just a strange call. I then contacted General Khumalo. He's a Major General. I phoned General Khumalo and said, General Khumalo, this is a request I received from General Cele. General Khumalo just laughed and he said, well, don't worry. The general is not serious about that. So I asked him, what do you mean? He said, no, he's not serious. He wants me to back off on the case against Khan, General Khan from Crime Intelligence. So Cele is pursuing Khumalo to resign from the police so that he can stay away from the disciplinary case because he was appointed to deal with that case departmentally against General Khan. So Khumalo says, no, this is the approach of Cele to want me to back off. And that got me so upset, commissioners, that can really General Cele go to the extent of wanting a person to resign from the service because he wants to protect someone? It was very strange.
According to Mkhwanazi's testimony, the former minister allegedly tried to distract or interfere with disciplinary procedures against a senior crime intelligence officer as part of a pattern of shielding certain officers while letting others fall. The former minister has yet to respond formally in full. The commission will issue him a notice of implication. The reach is wide. So what do we have? A list of 8 major figures, all named in testimony. Ministers, MPs, senior police, businessmen, officials. According to the evidence placed before the commission by Mkhwanazi, the narrative goes like this. A top-level task team, the PKTT, is investigating politically linked murders. They are surprisingly shuttered. Dozens of files are transferred away. Businessmen are operating with police resources. Politicians and MPs are allegedly leaking or misusing intelligence. Senior police officials are accused of facilitating the cover-up. The minister in charge may have been influenced, at best misled, at worst complicit. And all of this, according to the Lieutenant-General's testimony, is evidence of organized criminal syndicates inside the state apparatus. He said the justice system is at real risk of total collapse unless this is fixed. He described it as an ecosystem where crime, politics and policing merge, not just at the fringes, but at the center. Now it might feel like chaos, but what's striking is how detailed the allegations are. Printing contact logs, presenting WhatsApp screenshots, showing institutional transfers, naming names. The commission will now sift through every claim, cross-examine each person, weigh every piece of proof. Some names will be cleared. Others may be indicted. For the public, that means we are watching a system investigate itself. And the stakes couldn't be higher. Because if these allegations hold true, then it isn't just about 8 individuals. It's about one of 2 possibilities. Either the justice system has been compromised from within, or a major attempt is being made to overhaul it. Either way, the outcome will redefine public trust, rule of law, and accountability in South Africa. For now, those 8 names stand out. They are the people flagged by Mkhwanazi in his bold testimony. They are facing the spotlight. They are alleged beneficiaries of a network that never should have existed inside the state. Whether they are victims of his pursuit or targets of justice remains to be seen. But one thing is undeniable. The story is out, the names are public, and the Madlanga Commission will spend weeks, maybe months, deciding what to do about it. For South Africans watching, this isn't political theater. It's a pivotal moment.